would be kept in easy to moderate difficulty level. The whole paper was lengthy, as usual, as expected. The paper is always lengthy. The legal aptitude section may all the questions were of legal reasoning, but one thing was there that all the legal reasoning questions were from the main 10 subjects only, were not from the fringe subjects. Main subjects meaning thereby contract, constitution, criminal law, and family law. There were no questions as such from intellectual property or international relations, these same subjects. And okay, so Ganesh is asking me what would be the expected cutoff this year. So for any top tier law school, any top 5, top 6 law schools, 135 to 140 would be the expected cutoff, whatever we have weighed out the paper up till now. Okay, so Seerath has got a question, what would be the cutoff for RGNUL Patiala? Okay, RGNUL Patiala would be considered a second tier or on fringe of a third tier law school. So cutoff for RGL Patiala should be around 110, 150. Okay, so Mridul has got this question that last year ka top 5 ke liye what would be the cutoff? So last year ka cutoff was around 125 to 130. There is one question from Saurabh, right? And he is asking good score in GK. So Saurabh, we have based on our analysis, we can safely say that the GK section was pretty easy, right? And it was quite on the expected line. And 35 to anything to between 30 to 35 would be a good score, right? Yeah, so let's head off, right? So the paper was easy, and of all the sections, right, legal aptitude was the easiest one, right? And again, English, there was only one RC was there, right? So again, we can say that over and all, it was a decent paper. Yeah, Sunil, can you hear me? Right. Right. So there is a question from Soumya, right? And she's asking that what was the cutoff for GNLU, right? Now, Soumya, last year, right, as per the actual allotment list of CLAT 2013, the GNLU cutoff for the general category was 121.25, right? So, and like looking at the paper this year, right, we can easily say that this year we can expect the cutoff to be hovering around 125, I would say, right? Because the paper was quite easy. Now, there is another question from Karan, right? And Karan wants to know that what should be the expected attempt. Karan, based on our feedback, right, the paper was extremely easy, right? And most of the students, right? Almost 80 to 90% of the students were able to finish the paper much before the stipulated time, right? So I don't think that anything below 180 would be considered a good attempt, because it was fairly easy. All the sections were on the expected line, right? So I guess 170 to 180 for this particular paper, I would say 170 was a decent attempt. What's the large college cutoff? That is a question coming from Sirat Sidhu. Now, Sirat, last year, right, based on few RTIs which we had filed, right, we came to know that the admission at NLU Assam, right, was even at the score of 86, right, and admission happened at the score of 86 also, right. But as per the cutoff final allotment list, CLAT 2013, right, the final cutoff for NLU Assam was 110.75. It was 110.75. Yeah. Next query is from Mridul, right? And Mridul is asking, what is the expected cutoff for Kolkata? Now, Mridul, last year around, right, the cutoff for Kolkata was, as per the final allotment list, cutoff for Kolkata was 129, right? So we can say that there may be an increase of 2 to 3 marks, right, for the cutoff this year. Right, last year it was 129, right? But based on this year's paper, right, we can say that it might like shoot up by 2 to 3 marks. Right? Again, there is another query from Vinutna Vinzam, right? And she's asking me what would be a good score in GK. Right? So again, there was nothing unexpected. There were few questions on history as well, right? So I would say a score of 28 to 30 would be a decent score. Well, let's we shall definitely discuss the paper as well, right? So let's start with the first section of the exam, that was English, right? And I will hand over the mic to my colleague here, right? And she will talk about the English section in detail.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me, guys? Please type in a yes. No, I can see a few no's. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, okay, all right. Thanks. So, how was the paper? Please type in your responses. Okay, I can see some chats heavy. All right. Generally, English rarely troubles students. Yeah, good. Parul, it was good. All right. So I'll discuss the paper in a little detail, and then we'll take up questions from you guys and analyze what could be, the expected score in the English section or good attempts in the section. First up, it's the RC 10 questions. Am I right? Please type in All right. How was the RC? Difficulty level wise? Okay, everybody says easy. So I can assume about, Mridul says it was damn easy. Okay. So I can assume about 7 to 8 questions. 7 to 8 questions would definitely be on track. Okay. Everybody says it's easy. Yeah, certainly. Karan says it's certainly. All right. Coming to the remaining part of the section, what was there in vocab? Of what I've heard, it was basically synonyms, which were easy to moderate, okay, discernible, which is quite discernible and easy. Yeah. All right. Vocab was not very difficult. Again, about 8 to 10 questions from vocab. I'll say 5 to 7 questions easily attemptable, right? Coming to idioms, what I've heard is idioms were a little not, a little difficult. And of the 40 questions of the English section, I think if you give about 30-35 minutes to the section, yeah, Karan says very true, they were difficult. So I think if you give 30 minutes to the section, I think you'll be easily able to attempt about 30 questions, 25-30 questions easily. Okay, Vinuta says found idioms and phrases easy. Congratulations to you if you found that easy, because the majority feels otherwise. Okay, there's somebody else also saying they were easy. All right. Well, the section, coming to the section, I'll say analyzing it from past year's perspective, since 2011, where CLAT really did a somersault with, with all reading comprehension passages in the section. Last year also it was completely online, and this year also there is no chalk value paper. The paper was, completely on track. I think you can very easily say it was on lines with what our mocks are. So it should not be a difficult task securing about over 30 questions in this section. Well, Soumya says mocks were difficult. Soumya, mocks are and not higher to prepare you for the paper. Yeah. Any particular questions pertaining to the English section I'll take up. Please type in fast. What about ultra bias, the migratory word? Well, foreign language phrases and legal maxims. Yeah, that's right. See, they generally will, you will find them tricky. If obviously have not come across them, but I'd say yes, they were not very easy. They were not very easy because of late with CLAT and NLU, you generally tend to find those 20 sets of words only in the paper that get repeated. It was a little not on the line that way. Okay, Ganesh is asking for the good number of attempts in GK section. Well, we'll move on to the GK section a little later, Ganesh. Varun, we're not discussing questions per se. Varun Reddy is asking, can we discuss all the migratory terms? We're not discussing questions here. Any particular question regarding the section I'm going to pick up. Expected attempts for the English section. Yeah. Taking, this is a question from Shashwat. Considering the fact that it is not English that you guys are attempting, but the entire paper. I would say expected attempts for the paper for the English section would be anything. If you're spending about 20, 25, 30 minutes in a section, I'd say within this time, above 25 attempts is a must. Because the paper was not difficult at all. Karan, I need to look at the passage first to know what was the mood of the author. See, although I say analytical is not really a mood, it's a style of the passage or the tone. Critical. Karan Kitani answers this question. Okay, let's move on to the reasoning section. I'll discuss verbal reasoning questions in detail, particularly. Please type in how did you find the reasoning section and what were your attempts in the section. Okay, Varun Reddy is saying 40 questions. You know, now there are only 40 questions in the section. I think it's confusing. It's the legal reasoning section. Yeah. Out of the 40 questions, I'd say, given the difficulty level and the time constraint, about 30 questions, 25 to 30 questions, have to be attempted with decent accuracy. Extremely easy. That's what Shastra says, 30 questions attempted. Okay, I'll discuss a few questions. The question types. Basically, syllogisms this time were few in number. From what I've heard, there were about 4 to 5 questions of syllogisms, which were fairly easy. Verbal, yes, there were 5. Karan says there were 5. So, yeah, they were very easy. And so from what I can, okay, Karan says no, I didn't. What you didn't, Karan? You didn't find them easy? Okay. So I think the strategy, what we have mostly discussed is that you need to skim and scan for easy short questions, and syllogism topspell is there. So you have really short sentences. Okay. Asavati, we have moved on to the reasoning section. Can academic be a mood of the passage? I doubt. If all the options are on these lines, then probably. But academic, no. Okay. So coming to the LR section, syllogisms, I think everybody should have attempted it correctly, and that makes. I felt the reasoning. Saurabh is saying you found the reasoning section a bit lengthy. Well, the paper as a whole is lengthy. So if you found the reasoning section to be lengthy, I think you had time from the GK section where you need not spend as much time. So it's always about judicial distribution of time in the paper. Okay, there were a few questions from directions, blood relations, arrangements, all about 3 to 4, 5 questions each type, which were not difficult at all. So if you are spending about 40 minutes in the section, 30 to 40 minutes, I'll say, you should be fairly sure of about 30 attempts in the section with decent accuracy. Obviously, not forgetting that this time, from last year onward, there is negative marking. So obviously, I'm sure you guys refrain from having blind guesses, but yes, 30 questions, if you're attempting 25, 30 or 30 above also, in about 30-35 minutes, it's a decent job time. Well, Varun is asking, is it possible someone to attempt all. Obviously, Varun, you can circle all 200 questions in the first 10 minutes and sit idle. It's not really about not being possible, but yes, attempting all 200 questions correctly, if I can say, or the decent accuracy, it's a little difficult. It's very difficult. I say a sort of 170, 180 questions is super. So, because you almost have you just have a minute for each question. 180 around 180, I think is a very good attempt in the section. Okay, Mridul is asking this question. I'm standing in the morning, facing a pole, and the sunlight falls to my right. I am facing this side. Okay, sunlight falls to your right. So that means this is east. You're facing north. Am I right? You're facing north. Okay, I thought Namrata is saying I thought evening was good because there was no critical evening for me. Having an assumption that exactly these type of questions more often than not become a little subjective also, and are sometimes also become debatable. So I think CLAT is now refraining from putting in any kind of ambiguous questions. One big change, if I can call it, is the fact that the reasoning section had very few verbal reasoning questions. There was only, from what I've heard, there were only statement conclusion type questions. Were there any statement conclusion type questions? Please type in. Okay, Karan says there were no. Okay, Aniket, okay, then the question was incorrect. The sunlight was not to the east, the shadow was to the east. Yeah. Then you face south, definitely. No questions or assumptions or conclusions. So then there was hardly anything on verbal reasoning. This is a big departure since there was hardly anything on verbal reasoning, and given the fact that is one type of question or one area that troubles a lot of students. How many questions were there of syllogism? Okay, about 5 to 6 questions, which is a cakewalk. All right. So I'd say spending about 30 minutes in a section would mean you're securing about 25-30 marks here in this section, which is a decent spend. We'll move on to the other to this general knowledge section. Please be alert and please stay with that.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Please type yes. Okay. Start off this time. I was interacting with one of the candidates, and I got to know that there are questions, majority of the questions from current affairs, and that was very much on the expected line. So cutoff, I'm coming on that cutoff. I think 28 to 30 would be a good score. 30 plus would be a good score, because the current affairs was on the expected line. Few questions were pretty easy. Few questions like from the static GK. Hello. Are you getting my voice? Yeah. Yeah. So I think static GK most difficult. History questions, I think 5 to 6 questions from history. But current affairs was pretty easy. Cutoff this time was like 28 to 30. 30 plus would be a good score. So if one is getting above 25, that would be a decent score also. But 30 plus would be a good score. Overall cutoff. Paper this year, yeah, Sadhvi Rai, she attempted around 40 questions in GK. That's a pretty good attempt. If you're getting, yeah, sure, obviously, if you are not good with in GK section, there is no sectional cutoff as such. If you are good in other sections, obviously you can cover up if you are not good in the GK section. With a score of about 118, which colleges should I expect to get? I think CSP Law School, cutoff for NLS, 135 to 140 would be the cutoff, expected cutoff this year, because the paper in comparison to the last year was easier on the expected line. We shall deal with the cutoff later on. Please stuck with the GK section. I'll be taking the GK section. Any questions regarding GK section? Any? Yeah. From current affairs section, there were few match the following type questions. Around I was getting like 3 to 4 match the following type questions. Around 20 to 25 questions are there from current affairs, which was pretty easy to attempt or on the expected line, and people have attempted current affairs questions. The section of static GK, that is from history, geography, Gyanpith, first recipient, first woman CEO of nationalized bank, first attorney general. These questions, headquarters of International Labour Organization. These questions were there. There are a lot of questions. Yeah, 30. If you are getting 30 net marks in the GK section, that would be, I think, a good score this year. 30 plus would be a good score. If you have attempted around 40 questions. The answer for this question is governor, who enjoys the office to the pleasure of the president. Like there was one question, law day in India, 26th November. Malala Yousafzai, that question was pretty easy, like which country belongs to Pakistan. The question from GK, the question from static GK, like especially from history, was pretty, I can't say difficult or moderate to difficult. Geography section also, but current affairs was easily attemptable. 30 to 35 score in GK would be a good score. Hello, any other questions from GK section? Highest peacetime award, Ashok Chakra. Yeah, Ashok Chakra. I think it's Vijay Kelkar. Not a problem, but pretty the GK section was pretty easy. Okay. Okay. I'll be the math section will be taking by my colleague, Mr. Sandeep. I'm handing over to.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. So this year the quant questions was mostly questions were from arithmetic, 10 to 12 questions, and 2 to 3 questions from number system, and around 1 question from geometry. And in the last year, there were around 5 to 7 questions from geometry and mensuration. Okay, so around each topic, right? So around 3 to 4 questions from percentage and PLD. A decent Vasitha Madan. Okay, so Vasitha decent score around 12 to 15. Yeah, of course. A net score of 15 in mathematics is good enough. Yeah, sure. Abhishek is asking, can you please go through all the questions and answer in detail? So, only quant section. Hello. Namrata is asking that how much will be considered a good attempt in math? Around 15 plus. Okay, most welcome. Good scoring, legal, good scoring.
Yeah, Shashwat. So, right. So the last query is Abhishek is asking, and a good score in legal should be, right? So I would say all the 50 questions were based on legal principles, right? So that was making the legal aptitude section a bit lengthy, but then again all of them were quite easy, right? All the legal reasoning questions were quite easy, right? So I would say 35 to 40 score was easily achievable, right? Legal, yeah, yes, Soumya, right? It was indeed quite scoring, right? And unlike last year, right, wherein there was a mix of legal knowledge as well. Although the guidelines were that only legal reasoning principles would be asked, but there were quite a few questions which involved legal knowledge last year. But this year, right, we have come to know that almost all the questions were based on legal reasoning, and yes, Shashwat, there was nothing from legal knowledge again. So Shashwat took 55 minutes. I think that is a lot of time to do legal, right? One section. So I guess 35 minutes to 40 minutes usually is a good time for the legal section, right? And I believe a score anything between 35 to 40 was easily achievable in the legal aptitude section. Now there were in the legal aptitude section, right? Interestingly, most of the questions were from contracts, right? Most of the questions were from contracts, right? And the questions were pretty easy, right? And this was followed by maximum number of questions from TOTS. Yeah, Abhishek is sharing with us that there were around 6 to 7 questions repeated from last year's paper. Yes, Abhishek, this is exactly what we have also heard from a lot of students. In fact, we have also came to know that almost 10 to 15 questions were, as it is, present in your LST materials as well. So, can anyone throw some light on this? Were there any questions which were, you thought that, that you have read the same problems in the LST material? Yes, Abhishek Singh says yes, like the snail question. Bashita says lots of them. Abhishek again says soft drink, right? So there were a lot of questions from our material as well. So I guess overall, I would say that 165 to 170 or maybe 175 was a good attempt, right? Because the paper was not that difficult, right? Namrata is sharing that a couple dealt with strikes and lockouts, which I had never seen before. Okay. Komal says quite a few similar questions were present. Okay, right. So I guess 165 to 170 was a decent attempt, a good attempt, and because the paper was slightly on the easier side, right? I would say that the cutoff should slightly go higher this year, right, as compared to the last year. Right now, coming back to the legal aptitude section, right? There were again, few questions on criminal law as well, and interestingly, there were no questions based on family law, intellectual property law, and even international law. So that was, something, right, which came as I would say, a pleasant surprise. Yeah, Abhishek Singh says yes, that was a relief. Right. Okay. Shashwat says there were okay, so there were 1 to 2 questions from Hindu Marriage Act as well. So there were no questions from intellectual property law and international law.
and more importantly, there were no questions on legal knowledge. So I guess that was the best part, right? The icing on the cake, that there was no legal knowledge question. Shashwat again says that the questions were direct. Right. Soumya says, but legal knowledge saves a lot of time. Yes, Soumya, I agree with that, that legal knowledge saves a lot of time. But again, because the CLAT has been mentioning it everywhere, that the legal aptitude section, will be based on reasoning principles, right? So I guess it is a good thing only that there were, the most of the questions were from legal reasoning, because if we include legal knowledge as well, then the ambit of the paper, right, it it increases, manifold, right? Shashwat is sharing a question. There were certain questions where the principal said that the problem in the fact was void, but in the choices there was nothing that said void. But there was an option which said not enforceable in the court of law. Shashwat, as I'm understanding the problem, yes, I guess it would be the correct option, because that is because if a contract is void, right, it won't be enforceable in the court of law, as you are not mentioning the fact as such, right? So I clearly can't say, right? But if it says that it is enforceable, not enforceable, right? So it means yes, that would be the right answer. Komal is asking, so we had to apply the meaning of void. I believe yes, because I don't have the fact, right, in front of me, but based on what you guys are sharing with us, right, I would say that yes, it would mean that the contract was void. Question was, okay, Shashwat is sharing the question also. Question was where a minor got into a contract, right? So if a minor enters into a contract, the contract is again void, right? Void ab initio, exactly, Abhishek, right? The contract is void ab initio, and hence, right, it is not enforceable in the court of law. Right. Any other questions from the legal aptitude section? Any more queries? Right. Okay. So there is another comment from Komal which says, if the principal mentioned agreement is, right, then the answer will also use the word agreement and not contract. Absolutely right, Komal, because we have to go with the principal, right? So if the principal is using the word agreement, then yes, I would say you have to go with that. Abhishek? Shashwat, I did not get your query. Can you please type in your query again? Okay, so I guess I believe this problem was there in the material as well, right? The question Shashwat is sharing here is that a person works hard, creates a directory of the neighborhood. Can he get a copyright? I believe no, right? He can't get a copyright, right? From I can't, there are no facts, right? But based on this this sentence, right, I would say that no, he can't get a copyright. Next question, Vashish is asking, a father while having breakfast said he would get his son a bike if he clears the class, right? This is not a valid contract, right? This is not a valid contract because there is no intention of the parties here to enter into any legal obligation. Right? Vashish is saying great. Thank you, Vashish. Shashwat principal says the work should be original and principal. There should be a good amount of work done. Right? So Shashwat, in this case, the answer would totally depend on the principal, right? If you are saying that if something unique has been created, right, and if you are saying that somebody had worked on that and then it was created, then yes, he may get the right. Komal, again, like I'm only looking at few sentences here, right? Some of you are saying that it was mentioned there that there has to be something unique, right? Now, if it says that it has to be something unique, I won't consider a compilation of just the addresses something which is unique, right? So if the emphasis is on in the principle, if the emphasis is on the word unique, then obviously he won't get the right. Now this is based on the statement, right? I'm looking at the screen. If the principle is using the word unique, then obviously, I mean, there is nothing unique, right? For example, if tomorrow I make a directory of 100 names, right, which are used, in my locality, right, then I can't say that it is something unique and I want a copyright on the same. Right? Any other question from the legal aptitude section? Shashwat is sharing another principle. Principal gave an example about collecting the names of railway stations. Now, in this case, the principal did not talk about uniqueness. It also mentioned that the work may not have to qualify as literary to gain copyright. Again, in this case, right, based on what I'm looking, like what is there on the screen, right, I would say that then now in this case, my answer would change because the principal is not talking about uniqueness now. Right? So again, the answer will not be the same, right? Because there is a slight change in the principle. Shashwat is asking for the adoption question. Shashwat, can you please share the facts of the question so that we may help you? Okay, so I guess no one remembers the facts of the case clearly. right? So I will move on to the next problem, and I believe the adoption problem again. You must be familiar with that problem because it was again there in the LSC material, right? So okay, so besides sharing the fact with us, a child of 16 cannot be put up for adoption, cannot be adopted the second time, which of the options were valid. I believe the facts are inadequate here to answer this problem. But again, the adopted child was adopted again 2 times. This is what is being typed by Komal. So Komal, yes, the child cannot be adopted again, right? This seems to be the answer in this case at least, right? And also the important aspect of this problem would be that the age, right? That as someone was mentioning here, that the child, right? So I guess the important aspect of this problem was the age of the student or the kid. I guess the facts are still not very clear. So I guess we should move on to the next problem here, right? So overall, I would say that legal reasoning was pretty easy. There were a lot of questions from contracts and followed by thoughts as well, right? There were almost 2 to 3 questions based on Hindu law, right? Now Yash is asking what would be the cutoff for GNLU. So Yash, last year the cutoff for GNLU was 121.25, and that is as per the final allotment list. So I guess it may go a notch above, right? Because the paper was slightly on the easiest side. So I guess we can say that it may touch 125 or so, right? In next few minutes, the final analysis of the CLAT 2014 paper will be available on lawentrance.com as well, and wherein we'll be sharing all the expected cutoff for all the NLUs, right? So I hope all of you will surely go through that file on lawentrance.com, right? Rashid Panda is saying another question was there where neighbor was throwing stone into neighbor's land again. It would amount to nuisance. So again, most of the questions were very direct, right? Abhishek Singh is asking for NLIU Bhopal. For NLIU Bhopal, Abhishek, the last year the cutoff was at 126 as per the final allotment list. Again, I would say it may touch 128 to 129, right? Within next few minutes, right? The cutoff will be there on the Law Entrance website, right? So I believe we should end the session here, right? Because most of the queries now we are getting are for the cutoff, right? So I would want to share with you guys that the cutoff of these all, in fact all the 14 NMUs, right, with the analysis, with the CLAT analysis, shall be uploaded on the lawentrance.com soon. You all of you can go through the the analysis once and even have a look at the various cutoffs, various expected cutoffs. Abhishek Singh is asking by tonight, Abhishek, by 9:30, I guess it should be there. Our team is already working on the analysis and the cutoff bit, right? But more or less, like we can say that the paper was on the easier side. Legal reasoning, legal aptitude only had legal reasoning, so that made the exam a bit lengthy, right? But then the most of the questions that were asked, right, that were direct questions, right? Yeah, so Abhishek Singh is saying not much, right? It was not, yeah. So it was only a bit easy. Okay, I would agree with Abhishek, right? It was a bit too easy, but yeah, way too lengthy. But the questions were direct, even in the legal aptitude section, even in the English section, there was only one RC, right? So I don't see any reason, why 170 can't be termed as a good attempt, right? So I think students, right? Yeah, Abhishek is saying thanks to flex your legal muscles. Yes, Abhishek, we've been told that there were quite a few questions that were asked from the LSP legal gym, right? So that was great. In fact, few of the students shared with us that there were almost 10 to 15 questions which they thought they had seen in the test gym, right? So again, I believe people who are expecting anything between 120 to 140 to 145, right, should definitely look forward, right, to the to the final result, right? Abhishek Singh is saying that the number was around 20. Okay, so I was saying 10 to 15, but Abhishek is saying that the number was around 20, so that is really great, right? Soumya says legal was very easy. Soumya, I'm sure you had worked really hard for this, right? To say this that legal was very easy, because a lot of students were saying that legal was easy, but it was a bit on the lengthier side, right? So Abhishek Singh, right, is saying thank you again, and he's saying 20, and it was just practice, right? So it was the legal aptitude section was mostly based on your practice, and that is the reason we always say that for legal reasoning you should always go through your mock test. You should always go through your previous year papers as well. That gives you a lot of practice, right? So there is another feedback. Abhishek is saying CL mocks were way too exhausting. Well, Abhishek, I believe you are saying that the paper was easy because the mocks were exhausting, right? So, and we will take your salute, right, with us, right? So I guess I believe I will end the session now, right? And all of you can visit the LSP Facebook page, right, which is www.facebook.com com/ST India, right? And therein you can look at the various expected cutoff for all the 14 NMUs, right? We will come up with the comprehensive list of the general category cutoff as well as the state domicile cutoff as well. So thank you all for being here. Right, there is one last query from Yash. Yash, you may ask your query. Yash is again asking for cutoff for GNLU. Yash, as I'm repeating again and again, that the cutoff will be, there on the law entrance website, right? It will be a part of our analysis. But as you're saying, JNLU Gandhinagar, right? So last year, as per the final allotment, the cutoff was 121.25. This year, we expect it to go to 124 to maybe 125 also, because the paper was on the slightly on the easier side. You all should wait for another half an hour, and the detailed analysis with the cutoff will be available on lawentrance.com. So I'll say goodbye for now, and all the best for your results. Thank you.